Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast about Sri Lanka's current economic crisis. I am Vignesh Rajan of Class 9, and this podcast is brought to you by BBM Global Bolini Hillside Senior Secondary School. As the world has seen, the COVID pandemic, it caused many countries' economy to go down rapidly. Right now, the world is picking up pace, but there is one such country which could not come back to its feet. That one such country is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is present to the south of India in the Indian Ocean. Resources were scarce and workforce was affected during the pandemic. Sri Lanka faced severe financial crisis, but this was all not just the effects of pandemic, but years and years of mistakes and mismanagement which led to one big crisis. To understand this, we must take a brief look at Sri Lanka's history. On November 15, 1948, the Ceylon Citizenship Act was announced. According to this act, 7 lakh people, a majority being Tamils, did not qualify for this act and were ill-treated by citizens to get out of their country. This resulted in the formation of Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam or LTTE, a group of Tamil rebels who fought for the cause of their people and the right of living on their motherland. With the formation of this group started the civil war between the Tamils and the government of Sri Lanka itself. This war went on over 25 years, finally ending after the killing of the group's leader, Villupille Prabhakar. The glory for ending the civil war went to Mahinda Rajapaksa, who was the president of Sri Lanka then. The president signed several projects and loans with Chinese government too, which proved to be a fatal mistake. Important projects with huge potential, such as the Hambantota port project, was funded by the Chinese government, with some conditions. The China has taken the port on a lease for 99 years, to which it could use it for anything. Therefore, all the revenue goes to China and not Sri Lanka. Another major mistake was during 2019, when during elections, Gotabaya Rajapaksa promised he will introduce tax cuts if he became the president, and when he did, he announced tax cuts which reduced Sri Lanka's revenue by 25%. The next mistake was the banning of fertilizer imports to reduce usage of foreign exchange reserves. This affected the growth of rubber and tea, which were the major exports of the country as well. Due to lack of yield, food prices skyrocketed and a food crisis was right around the corner. This ban was soon recalled, but the damage had already been done. All of this resulted in the rise of prices of goods and the downgrade of the quality of the life of the Sri Lankans. Chaos became common in Lanka. The president resigned and fled to Singapore, and the Prime Minister, Ranil Wickremesinghe, was made the acting president. He declared a state of emergency across the country and imposed a curfew in the western province as he tried to stabilize the situation. Protesters have stormed his office amid his calls for resignation. Sri Lanka is facing a hard time because of its current leaders and their fatal mistakes. Now, all it needs is a good government body to lead it through the tough path of country development. Time will tell the fate of Sri Lanka. Thank you for listening and stay tuned to our channel for more updates, podcasts, and interesting activities.